good morning. I hope you're fine. So today we are to St. Anne's. I hope you've seen that viral video that is really trending. And this principal who let students sleep outside the gate just because they had not paid full fees. Yeah, so of course, guys, many schools insist that one students pay maximum fee because sometimes humanity. When you're given a relaxation period, sometimes you relax too much. And remember, the economy is very bad and many schools are straining. Now, I don't justify what she did. What came out is that leaving students to sleep outside was quite cruel. I wish she had taken in the students, they get to school then. Maybe she calls the parents and informs them because fees is not complete, they come for their kids. Yeah, and now I'm not quite sure about the rules on fee in relation to the ministry, but the ministry always looks at the well-being of kids. Kids matter. It is a situation whereby TSC is in charge of teachers and the ministry students. So that's why you normally see when there are fires or any problem like accidents happening on the roads, or maybe a building collapsing, students not performing well, a student dying in school, the ministry is up to the task to follow up and find out what happened. So actually, after this case was seen and the media people came in, you saw the ministry got to the school, and yesterday they were actually finding out what happened or why the students were out. I'm very sure that principal is not in for any good. She might face a very dire consequences because she risked by letting students sleep outside. Now let's briefly look at the video.
Nimekapa kutoka asubuhi saa 4. Nimelipa school pass na DMF niingia shule. Na kwetu ni mbali. Nimetoka Kisieri wa Mombasa. So like wanataka tulipe fees yote 20.
All right, so I hope you've seen that video. And back to the discussion. When you are given the mandate to lead a school, of course, you are like a mother to these kids, and therefore, so it becomes important that the well-being of students is in their hands. Now, looking at the case of St. Anne, one thing is that when these students slept outside the gate, whatever would have happened to them, it's beyond imagination. Some of the students had come from Mombasa. We had cases of those who have come from Western. And of course, some might just be from Machakos and the other sides, because being a school in Nairobi, you would imagine that it's carrying a massive number of students from different regions. Now, why are they following her up? Let's look at that and maybe analyze. And what do you think from your understanding? Why do you think she's being followed up? She's in the media, and the parents are up to the task. Of course, yesterday some parents were indicating they are ready to have her out of the school, and they were saying there should be an initiative taken legally to let her out of the school. Now, we don't know what will happen, but I'm very sure the consequences are not that easy for her, because you can remember the case of Mukumu. You remember Ndolo? Yeah, whatever happened was not directly in her hands, but at the end of it, she was pulled out of the school. And in her case, some things looked like they were mysterious and political and all that, but it happened that at the end of the day, she had to move out of the school. You also look at the case of Iregi girls. I'm not quite sure what happened to the principal of that school, but it's clear that no matter how powerful you are, there are some things, if you do them, then they do not really add up, especially when it comes to the Ministry of Education and the students. Remember, they are not personal property, are they? Yeah, so you can't do what you want to them. Yeah, it's just like, regardless of how powerful you are, you can't go out there slashing people and, bullying and all that. Obviously, cases of assault and all the other cases, legal cases that we know will come up. Yeah, so let's look again at another video related to the same And tell me why the principal is covering
Oh,
her
right.
face.
Hapa kutoka asubuhi saa 4. Nimelipa school pass huku. Nadi wapi niingie shule. Na kwetu ni mbali. Mimi nimetoka Kisieri wa Mombasa. So like
remember, this is only public Kenyan school. And let's say in our own system, the 844 that is ending. Now let's go to the cases of GCSE schools. GCSE schools are international based, and most of the time students know their rights. And of course, I wouldn't have seen such students standing at the gate and sleeping there. They would have gone directly to the legal offices once they were denied a chance to get to school. And of course, many parents of these schools are informed and they are powerful. They know what to do when they are violated. Now, I'm not saying that you don't pay fees, but when economic times are as they are, and from what I heard from one of the parents, even if you pay 20,000 for this school and their fees for term 1 is about, is it 36? You are not allowed in. So you can see how inhuman that is, because if you are a parent, of course, you understand what it means. I believe a commitment would have been one of the ways to go. Yeah, if a parent has paid 20,000, then a commitment has to be done, and possibly in the end, that is at the end of January, they would have to pay whatever is remaining. Because when students are going back to school, it's not all about school fees. We have some other needs, personal effects, and all that. Most parents don't have one kid. This is Africa for us. So how do you expect a parent to really cover that up? And if you're human, and if you really are a parent, then you wouldn't do what she did. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to it. And these are matters that we need to talk about, because it's only one case that has been elevated. What about the rest that we are not aware of? Maybe the parents are mum, they are not talking about it. And students are being mistreated. Yes, these are cases we see every day. So that's it for us, and let's wait to see the consequences that will come as we continue waiting for the KCSE results.